On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Neuron.
A cell that is specialized to carry information within the brain and between the brain and other parts of the body.
Examples:
Excite the neurons. Neuron cell body. Our body transfers information along each neuron using an electrical impulse.
Proportion.
A part, share, or amount of something considered in comparative relation to a whole.
Examples:
Direct proportion. A building of vast proportions. He is more concerned about the proportion of his body fat than usual because of an upcoming bodybuilding competition.
Gram.
A metric unit of weight equal to 1/1000th of a kilogram.
Examples:
Centimeter gram second system. Gram amount. How much is it per 100 grams?
Functional.
Designed for or capable of a particular activity, purpose, or task, practical or ready for use or service.
Examples:
Field of functional medicine. Functional deafness. The mobile phone was still functional even after being dropped.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Cognitive.
Of or relating to mental processes of understanding.
Examples:
Improve cognitive function. Research on cognitive psychology. His cognitive faculties were getting worse because of a lack of sleep.
Chimpanzee.
A small, very intelligent ape found in West and Central Africa with black or brown fur.
Examples:
Chimpanzee behavior. Chimpanzee society. Many zoos have chimpanzee exhibits, allowing visitors to observe these intelligent primates up close.
Cow.
A domesticated mammal with characteristic features such as a hump, large udders, and curved horns that is raised for its milk or meat.
Examples:
Cowherd. Dairy cow. The farmer milked the cows every morning before breakfast.
Internal.
Of or relating to the inside of something.
Examples:
Internal organs. The internal economy. The Prime Minister cancelled visits to other countries to resolve internal disputes.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Elaborate.
Containing a lot of carefully prepared and organized or many complicated and detailed parts.
Examples:
An elaborate hat. Elaborate Ponzi scheme. He proposed an elaborate program of public works.
Flexible.
Able to change or be changed to suit new conditions or situations, able to bend easily.
Examples:
Flexible schedules. A flexible wire. You can be more flexible and creative in your approach.
Indication.
A sign or remark that something exists, is real, or is likely to occur.
Examples:
Indication of inflation. Environmental indication. Faces are a good indication of age.
Scenario.
A description of possible actions or events in the future, a written outline of a play, film, or literary work.
Examples:
The worst case scenario. Number of different scenarios. The president prepared several possible scenarios for an enemy attack.
Vex.
To irritate or annoy with petty frustrations, to cause distress or agitation.
Examples:
Vex my mind. Vex me all night. The loud noise from the construction site was starting to vex the nearby residents.
Weigh.
To have a particular weight, to carefully evaluate things before making a conclusion.
Examples:
Weigh heavily on stock prices. Weigh a cargo. The baby weighs 1 pound 3 ounces.
Whale.
A very large sea mammal that has a streamlined body and breathes through a blowhole on the head. A very large person, impressive in size or qualities.
Examples:
A bull whale. Whale watching. Some countries have a culture of eating the flesh of a whale.
Resort.
A place where many people go for rest, sport, or another stated purpose. Verb, turn to or take a course of action, especially an extreme or undesirable one, to resolve a difficult circumstance.
Examples:
Resort to desperate measures. A last resort. If both countries resort to nuclear deterrence, the consequence could be mutual destruction.
Extraordinary.
Exceptional, unexpected, very unusual, surpassing the ordinary or usual.
Examples:
Extraordinary ability. Extraordinary weather. He narrated the extraordinary story of his adventure.
Cerebral.
Relating to the brain or intellect, intellectual or studious rather than emotional or physical.
Examples:
Cerebral palsy. Cerebral cortex. The patient experienced a cerebral hemorrhage and required surgery.
Cortex.
The outermost layer of an organ, especially the brain.
Examples:
Cortex cells. Visual cortex neuron. The cerebral cortex consists of 6 layers.
Ape.
A large animal with long arms, no tail, and usually a lot of body hair, including gorillas, chimpanzees, orangutans, and gibbons.
Examples:
Jungle ape. Play the ape. The scientist studied the behavior of apes in the wild.
Gorilla.
A large, powerful, and intelligent primate found in the forests of Central Africa, with coarse black or brown fur and a distinctive face.
Examples:
Gorilla habitat. Endangered gorilla. The gorilla at the zoo impressed visitors with its size and strength.
Calorie.
Unit of heat defined as the quantity of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius at atmospheric pressure, used by nutritionists to measure how much energy food will produce.
Examples:
Calorie calculation. Reduce my calorie intake. It would be best if you burned off calories through vigorous exercise.
Biology.
The scientific study of life and the natural processes of living things.
Examples:
Evolutionary biology. Cell and molecular biology. In junior high school, we had to dissect a frog in biology class.
Evolution.
A gradual process of transformation of living things.
Examples:
Human evolution. Evolution theory. They study the evolution of the universe.
Assume.
To think or accept something to be true without having proof of it, to take or begin to have power, to begin to exhibit a specific quality or appearance.
Examples:
Assume a lousy attitude to his boss. Assume an important role. The following example assumes that the capacity of each battery is the same.
Necessarily.
In an essential manner, in such a way as could not be otherwise.
Examples:
Not necessarily a problem. Necessarily true. This accident was something that happened necessarily.
Modest.
Having or showing a humble estimate of one's merits, importance, etc., free from vanity, egotism, boastfulness, or great pretensions.
Examples:
Modest income. Only a modest fee. Despite his many achievements, he remained modest and down to earth.
Regardless.
Not paying attention or considering something or someone even if the situation is bad or there are difficulties.
Examples:
Regardless of the difficulties. Regardless tread. People can pick out superior products regardless of the quality of the advertising.
Colleague.
One of a group of a coworker, especially in a profession or a business.
Examples:
Collaborate with colleagues. Former colleague. I decided to seek counseling on the advice of my colleague.
Refer.
To direct someone's attention, thoughts, or questions to another source or person, to mention, cite, or allude to something as evidence or support.
Examples:
Refer to a book. Refer to a map. Please refer to the instruction manual for further assistance.
Essentially.
Relating to the essential features or concepts of anything.
Examples:
Essentially correct. Become essentially same. Essentially, a society is an organism.
Consist.
To be composed or made up of.
Examples:
Consist mainly of cells. Consist only in knowing facts. This examination consists of 5 problems to solve.
Dissolve.
To be or cause to be absorbed by a liquid to form a part of the solution, to close down or dismiss.
Examples:
Dissolve the sugar. Officially dissolved the marriage. The political party dissolved after much internal fighting.
Detergent.
A substance used for washing or cleaning, especially one that can remove dirt or stains effectively.
Examples:
Detergent solution. Laundry detergent. I use environmentally friendly detergent when I wash my clothes and dishes.
Destroy.
To ruin or damage severely or completely, to eradicate or eliminate completely.
Examples:
Destroy the ecosystem. Destroyed evidence. The building was destroyed in the fire and had to be rebuilt.
Membrane.
A soft, thin layer that forms animal or vegetable tissue.
Examples:
Cell membranes. Nuclear membrane. Loud noises might harm the fragile ear membrane.
Nucleus.
The central and most important part of something. Biology, a part of the cell containing DNA and RNA and responsible for growth and reproduction. Physics, the very dense central region of an atom.
Examples:
Form a nucleus. The nucleus of a team. DNA is stored in the nucleus of a cell.
Intact.
Undamaged and complete.
Examples:
Intact brain. Intact forest land. Despite the scandals, his reputation remained intact.
Suspension.
The act of delaying or stopping something happening, operating, etc., for a period of time, a mechanical system of springs or shock absorbers connecting the wheels and axles.
Examples:
Suspension of arms. Suspension bridge. The court ordered a long-term suspension of business.
Agitate.
To disturb or upset someone's emotions, peace, or tranquility, to stir or shake something up, often to mix or dissolve it.
Examples:
Agitate a mixture. Agitate for independence. The loud noise from the construction site next door continued to agitate the residents of the apartment building.
Distribute.
To give something to a large number of individuals, or to spread or furnish something.
Examples:
Distribute wealth evenly. Distribute video content. His estate was distributed to his sons.
Homogeneous.
Consisting of or composed of parts that are similar or identical in nature, kind, or character, uniform in structure or composition.
Examples:
Homogeneous society. Homogeneous culture. The population in the rural area was very homogeneous, with everyone having the same cultural and ethnic background.
Liquid.
A substance, such as water or oil that flows freely, and is neither a solid nor a gas.
Examples:
Colorless liquid. Hazardous liquid. The sponge takes up the liquid well. Microscope. An instrument used to see objects or substances that are too small to be seen with the naked eye.
Examples:
Microscope slide. Electron microscope. I used an optical microscope to observe the small organisms in the water sample.
Straightforward.
Easy to do or understand, or simple, free from ambiguity.
Examples:
Straightforward manner. Make a straightforward dash. The defendant gave a straightforward and accurate description of the accident. Rodent. A small, gnawing mammal, such as a mouse, rat, or squirrel, that has sharp incisors and typically has a long, thin tail.
Examples:
Rodent repellent. Prevent rodent damage. He set up a trap to catch the rodent.
Primate.
Any mammal of the order primates, which includes monkeys, apes, and humans.
Examples:
Primate species. Primate sanctuary. Many scientists study primate behavior and intelligence.
Instance:
A particular example or single occurrence of something.
Examples:
For instance. Notable instance. These articles cite 5 instances of climate change.
Inflate.
To fill something with air or gas so that it becomes bigger and rounder.
Examples:
Inflate a tire. Inflate expense reports. She inflated the balloons for the party.
Economical.
Providing a satisfactory return on the money, time, or effort, not using more money, fuel, etc. than necessary.
Examples:
Economical use of her time. An economical meal. It is more economical to wash your plastic bottle and reuse it.
Function.
The purpose or use of an object, system, or process, a particular activity or operation that is designed to serve a specific purpose, a mathematical concept that describes a relationship between two sets of values, called the input and output sets. Verb, to operate or work in a specific way, or to perform a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Function properly. Immune function. The brain is an incredibly complex organ that controls the body's function.
Abstract.
Based on general ideas, feelings, or qualities and not on any of physical or concrete existence.
Examples:
An abstract noun. Abstract science. The invention of the camera triggered the development of abstract painting.
Remarkable.
Worthy of attention because unusual or special.
Examples:
Remarkable achievement. The remarkable breadth of knowledge. The election was a remarkable success for the Whigs.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Mathematics.
The science dealing with the logic of quantities, shapes, spaces, and arrangement.
Examples:
A good grounding in mathematics. Mathematics competition. He has a flair for mathematics.
Calculate.
To judge or find out the amount or number of something by using mathematics.
Examples:
calculate the distance, calculate his credit score. He couldn't calculate the actual value of the artwork.
Crush.
To press it firmly, usually with your hands or a tool, so that it becomes flat or smaller.
Examples:
crush coffee beans, crush a revolt. The car was completely crushed in the accident.
Conclude.
To come to an end or close, to reach a judgment or opinion by reasoning.
Examples:
conclude a meeting, conclude that he is healthy. We concluded a ceasefire.
Comparison.
The consideration or examination of the similarities between two or more people or things.
Examples:
ease of comparison, comparison of foods on a caloric basis. I've included the two designs for a comparison.
Generic.
Not specific, not linked to a particular brand or product.
Examples:
a generic product, generic version. The generic aspirin brand was just as effective as the name brand, but much cheaper.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly or extremely.
Examples:
incredibly cheerful character, get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Appreciate.
To value and acknowledge the worth of someone or something, to be grateful for something or someone.
Examples:
appreciate her feedback, appreciate the value. We would appreciate an early reply.
Humble.
Having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's quality or importance.
Examples:
a humble cottage, humble opinion. The nobler, the more humble.
Sober.
Not drunk or affected by alcohol, dignified in manner or character and committed to keeping promises.
Examples:
sober discussion, as sober as a judge. He led a sober life.
Energetic.
Possessing or exerting or displaying energy.
Examples:
energetic density, energetic dog. This process caused an energetic chemical reaction.
Linear.
Of, relating to, or consisting of lines or length, able to be expressed as a straight line, especially on a graph.
Examples:
linear trend, a linear equation. People tend to make linear predictions.
Relative.
Considered and evaluated through comparison with something else.
Examples:
A remote relative. Relative factors. Most countries prohibit sexual activity between certain close relatives.
Afford.
To have enough money or time to be able to buy or do something.
Examples:
Afford to buy a new car. Afford a high travel cost. He cannot afford a holiday.
Calculated.
Done with careful thought or planning, deliberate and intentional, based on a process of reasoning or estimation rather than on instinct or chance.
Examples:
Calculated bankruptcy. Calculated crime. The company made a calculated decision to invest in new technology.
Combination.
A collection of things that have been combined, an assemblage of separate parts or qualities.
Examples:
Genic combinations. Combination number. The combination to the safe was a secret.
Trade-off.
A balance achieved between two desirable but incompatible features, an exchange that occurs as a compromise.
Examples:
Trade-off problem. Environmental trade-off. There was a trade-off between speed and accuracy in the task.
Metabolism.
The set of chemical reactions in cells or organisms that are necessary for life sustaining.
Examples:
Metabolism enzyme. Hemoglobin metabolism. Better sleep leads to increased metabolism.
Orangutan.
A large long-armed ape with red-brown hair that lives in Borneo and Sumatra and has arboreal habits.
Examples:
Orangutan arm. Female orangutan. The researcher found new species of orangutan on the island.
Practical.
Of or connected with actual use or real situation rather than with theory and ideas.
Examples:
Practical English. Gain practical experience. Her concept is highly practical and helpful.
Mass.
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
A mass of molten rock. Critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Feasible.
Capable of being or likely to be made, done, or achieved.
Examples:
Economically feasible. Feasible assumption. It is not feasible and inefficient to complete many tasks at once.
Alternative.
One of two or more available possibilities or choice.
Examples:
an alternative plan. There is no other alternative. Doctors are gradually coming around to the idea of using alternative medicines.
Ancestor:
A person from whom one is descended, a forefather.
Examples:
Ancestor language. Earliest human ancestor. My remote ancestor immigrated to the United States from Ireland in the 1800s.
Invention:
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation, the act of inventing.
Examples:
The invention of new techniques. Common invention. Necessity is the mother of invention.
Digest:
To transform food into absorbable substances, break down.
Examples:
Digest information. Help digest food. Most babies can readily digest a broad variety of foods.
Chew:
To crush or grind something, especially food, with the teeth and then swallow it.
Examples:
Chew each word. Chew a stick of gum. My dog loves to chew on bones.
Mushy:
Soft and pulpy in texture or consistency, often describing food, emotionally sentimental or overly romantic in a way that can be seen as insincere or sickly sweet.
Examples:
Mushy romance. Mushy peas. The cake was mushy because I accidentally added too much milk to the batter.
Absorb:
To take in a fluid or other substance gradually.
Examples:
Absorb energy. Absorb a shock. The sponge absorbs water well.
Gut:
The long tube in the body of a person or animal through which food passes when it leaves the stomach, the mental strength or bravery required to do something difficult or unpleasant.
Examples:
The blind gut. Gut feelings. He told me a gut-wrenching truth about my parents' death.
Yield:
The total output of crops, profits, etc. that are produced. Verb, to produce or supply helpful something, such as a profit, an amount of food, or information.
Examples:
Corn yield. The yield on the bond. The company's stock gives a high yield.
Gobble:
To eat or swallow something hurriedly, noisily, and greedily, to make the sound of a male turkey.
Examples:
Gobble down food. Gobble up the competition. I always gobble my breakfast quickly because I'm usually in a rush.
Liability:
A legal or financial responsibility or obligation.
Examples:
Liability insurance. Liability for military service. The company is facing a potential liability of millions of dollars due to the lawsuit.
Asset.
Something or someone that is useful or valuable quality, skill, etc., valuable property.
Examples:
Frozen assets. Liquid assets of the company. A sense of humor is an invaluable asset in this job.
Affordable.
Not expensive and able to pay.
Examples:
Affordable housing. Affordable solution. The automaker has been providing affordable car financing options since last year.
Agriculture.
The practice or science of cultivating the land or raising stock.
Examples:
Organic agriculture. Intensive agriculture. Agriculture is the foundation of our economy.
Grocery.
A shop that sells food and other household items.
Examples:
The grocery business. Run a grocery. I will go to the grocery store to buy food for dinner.
Electrify.
To make a machine or system work by using electricity, to make someone extremely enthusiastic about or interested in something.
Examples:
Electrify the audience. Electrify a manufacturing process. The product developed through years of research continues to electrify the market.
Refrigerator.
An appliance or device used for preserving and cooling food and beverages by maintaining a low temperature within a closed compartment.
Examples:
Refrigerator magnet. Empty refrigerator. Don't forget to put the eggs in the refrigerator after you've used them.
Nowadays.
At the current time, in comparison to the past.
Examples:
Young people nowadays. Not to be seen nowadays. People can clone a sheep nowadays.
Joint.
Shared, held, or made between two or more people. Noun, the point of connection between two bones or elements of a skeleton.
Examples:
A joint venture. The bone of a joint. After the summit meeting, the prime ministers issued a joint statement.
Advantage.
A condition or circumstance that puts one in a favorable or superior position, a beneficial feature or asset that someone or something has.
Examples:
Score an advantage. Take advantage of his weak points. One of the main advantages of the new product is its increased efficiency.
Fundamental.
Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
Fundamental education. Fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Bow.
To bend your knee or body, or lower your head. Noun, a weapon made of a curved piece of wood or other flexible material, strung with a cord and used to shoot arrows.
Examples:
Bow and greet. A bow wave. She bowed to the audience after her performance.